This morning in Pet Care, we are keeping cool and making sure our furry friends do the same. A new law makes it a crime to keep animals in the car during extreme temperatures, hot or cold. And here this morning to tell us all about that new law, as well as some other summertime tips for our pets, is Executive Director of the Providence Animal Rescue League. This is Carmine DeCenzo. Good morning, Carmine.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend.
Thank you.
Lots to talk about here today, but first of all, let's get into this law.
Yes.
Why it's so important and what people really need to know. And first of all, what took so long? Because this really is something that is important.
Yeah, I think, many people for years and years and years have known this. Unfortunately, though, every year it still happens that, dogs are left in the car. So, what this law does is it gives people that see that dog in distress or possible distress, they can call the police now and actually have them act on it.
Right.
More official, which is a long time coming.
Sure, and what's very important as well is, it doesn't matter if it's extreme heat or extreme cold.
Right.
This is something we need to be mindful of no matter what the season.
Exactly. I think, we always talk about the hot car, but we don't talk about the cold car as much because I don't think it gets noticed because the dog curls up in the back seat as opposed to at the window panting, but that's a big issue as well.
Sure. And when it comes to summertime and pets, we want to make sure that, they're taken care of. What are some other tips, some things people should keep in mind when it comes to taking care of these guys during the summertime?
Yeah, I think, what people forget about with their dogs in the summers, you can't do the same walk you would in the cooler weather.
Right.
They get overheated very, very quickly, so you need to really keep those walks to a minimum and really watch them for distress. On the hot days, even like a day like today, you walk too far, they're going to get overheated very quickly. So keep them very, very short, and there might be days you don't take a walk at all.
Sure, they want to have their exercise. We also want to make sure that they're don't
safe,
do too much, and plenty of water as well.
Absolutely, always access to fresh water.
Sure. And what do we need to know about this guy?
He's eating a leaf right now.
He wants the segment to be over, is what he wants. But what is?
Well, he's a vegetarian, clearly. This is Asher. He's an 11-year-old that is currently at the shelter up for adoption, and I'm going to take that leaf right from him.
He waited until the camera started rolling.
He wants it. But yeah, he's a great dog. Would be, he's older, so people would need to keep in mind that they're probably not going to have him for many, many years, but really needs to be out of shelter and in a home. And
Asher is just one example of the many loving pets you have there. And what do people need to know if they're interested in maybe adopting one of these guys?
Really,
hi, Asher. Hello.
I think the first step is just coming in and getting to see all the animals we have there and seeing who might be that perfect mix for them.
Sure, and when people come in, they can meet the animals and see if they're a good fit, because they want to see if they get along, if there's that sort of bond that sometimes it forms instantly, doesn't it?
It does, but sometimes it takes some time to do that over time. So yeah, we want it to be a really positive experience. When people come to our shelter, they don't even fill out an application at first. The first step is find an animal and talk to a staff member about them.
Right, and if people aren't into dogs, plenty of great cats up for adoption as well.
Always lots and lots of cats and rabbits and guinea pigs, and we have all sorts of critters.
Great. Again, he wants to take off.
He's on the move.
He wants to hop in a cab, I think.
Yeah.
And also, any upcoming events that we need to know about that you guys are a part of?
Pretty soon, actually. It's August, so it's about a month away, August 10th. We have Pints for Paws, which is a craft beer tasting, and it's you can bring your dogs there, so what's better? Some beer, some dogs, and a good time.
All right, like most of my guests, he just wants to get out of here. But Carmine, always a pleasure to see you, my friend.
Nice to see you as well.
For more information on the great work that the folks at the Providence Animal Rescue League are doing, and for more on that new law, you know what to do. Just head to our website. It's the Roadshow page at WPRI.com.